What's up, party people? I know I've been gone for a long time and you guys have been asking me for an update, so here we go. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm going to tell you how I planned for my trip back to Massachusetts, and I'm going to give you a little update on what I've been up to, why I've been so busy, because I was trying to enjoy my life, have as much fun as possible. I have a new boyfriend, so of course that's taking up some of my time, and he's showing me all these awesome places in Florida that I have to check out. And now for the least fun part of this whole thing, all the planning. I literally planned this for about 2 months. I even bought a planner so I can see everything laid out. I originally wanted to do a 5-day trip, but realized that is cramming way too much into 5 days. I wanted to take my time, make some stops along the way, enjoy, have time to relax and rest, and I got to explore some awesome places that you'll get to see in this video. During my research, I found out some places that I should avoid, places that I should check out, so I wrote them all down along with a bunch of apps that would help me and a bunch of websites that would help me. I wrote down the approximate time in between stops so I knew how much I was going to drive. Once I figured out exactly where I was going to stay for each stop, I put it all into RV Trip Wizard, where you can put the size of your trailer, the weight, everything you want, and it'll tell you RV safe directions. You do have to pay a yearly fee, but it's totally worth it. Now buckle in because I'm going to go really, really fast on things that I've been doing in Florida just to keep this video short. This is me on my last day at Northwest. This is Quasi. He always kept me laughing. Tell me what's left.
Real love is when you and your man is laying down and he can throw his legs over you. That's when you know he's 100%.
And I had to say goodbye to Kenya. She's the nurse that I worked with every single weekend for 6 months straight. Wow, we grew so close. A secret admirer sent me these flowers and I still have no idea who sent them. I was really scared because I was like, how do they know where I work? And then Ryan scared me the next day putting these flowers on my door, and I was thinking, how do they know where I live? I saw this gorgeous statue in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, I forgot. Then I went to a fashion museum with Princess. I couldn't believe they allowed dogs in there. Then I went to go see the Vincent van Gogh 3D mapping thingy in Miami. It was so cool. Ryan and I took some awesome pictures. Well, I took some awesome pictures of him and he took some pictures of his shadow. And then we went to this Mad Hatter's tea party thing. I dressed up as the Queen of Hearts. He dressed up as the Mad Hatter slash the Bunny. We were actually running very, very late to this very important date. But they still let us in, and there was an awesome play with some actors. It was so cool. I definitely recommend. Then we headed up north to Orlando. It was fucking pouring when we got there, but later on in the day it stopped and it was so cool. And I'm a bao bun addict, so I found this really cool restaurant called Bao's Castle. It's all bao buns. The next day I got to live my childhood dreams and go to the wizarding world of Harry Potter at Universal Studios. All the rides were amazing. We stayed in a pet-friendly Verbo very close to Universal Studios. And before we left, of course, I had to visit the Pulse nightclub memorial. I couldn't believe so many people lost their lives in this tragic shooting. Next, we went to Glitch Bar in Fort Lauderdale with my friend Tracy and her boyfriend Roger. It was so fun. It's a video game and arcade game theme bar. All of the drinks have that theme as well, and they're all delicious. Ryan and I then went to a romantic jazz date that I surprised him with. It was so beautiful. Before I left, we had to take some corny ass couple pictures, so we went to a Japanese garden, had some fun. Okay, no, I said bye Florida, but we're gonna stop at St. Augustine because I was nervous as fuck and only wanted to drive a few hours the first tow. Hey everybody, I'm just reporting from my first boondocking experience by myself, and I'm in St. Augustine. I'm at a hip camp at this awesome lady's horse pasture. Princess is here. She loves horses, so she got to meet the like a big white horse. I'll post a little video, and I just wanted to let you guys know how it went. So I have my sleep apnea machine up there, and down here I have my Goal Zero power bank. And when I woke up from using it all night, it was still at like 46%. So I'm very happy with that. I'm right now charging my little internet, Nomad internet, little, I don't know what this is called, device. But I got great internet service with that. Without that, I wasn't getting good reception here. And then I also got this rechargeable fan that's meant for camping. So I have it on the low setting, and that was more than enough for the night. And I think it lasts like 18 or 16 hours on the low setting, maybe more. I saw in the reviews, some people said it lasted them for like 2 days, but again, it depends how much you use it. And I have my little solar lights in case I needed them. but I actually didn't need them. Once I turned on the master power in the nest, I was able to use the water pump and the little puck lights that are here. And I was able to use my water to like rinse off my dishes, brush my teeth. But I also did bring water for me and Princess. I got a bunch of water bottles before I left. And everything pretty much stayed in place. The only thing that like didn't stay in place was the bathroom door, the little medicine cabinet. The stuff fell out of there, so I just put some tape on the door so it wouldn't keep opening and like everything spilling out. I'll show you guys how it looks outside. I do wish I had gotten here sooner, which I did plan to, but there was wildfires and traffic was directed off the highway, and that added about 2 to 3 hours, along with me saying goodbye to Ryan. That took longer than I expected, but it was all worth it. I ended up getting here around 10 p.m. I left early the next morning because I didn't have enough time to explore anyways, and I headed off to Savannah, Georgia. I chose Kathy's Corner because it was so close to the main epicenter of Savannah, Georgia. I went straight to Forsyth Park and started exploring with Princess. There was multiple brides taking their pictures by this fountain. My next stop was North Carolina near the Smoky Mountains. I found this hip camp and I thought, I have to do it. It's at the top of a mountain. I have to face my fears, go up some very narrow, steep grade. I think that's what it's called. I made this clip faster so you could see how windy the roads were and how on one side it was just a slope, like the edge of the mountain. It was so scary. There's full hookups, 30 amp and 50 amp, water, sewer. I have my own little area to have a bonfire later on when it cools down. And there's firewood down there. Our camp host told us about dry falls at the bottom of the mountain. These were so beautiful. And even though it's called dry falls, it does get a little bit wet underneath the waterfalls, not gonna lie. Look at this goofball. She doesn't even know that I'm freaking out about going down this very steep mountain and for the longest ride so far. I'm going to the Luray KOA in order to see the Luray Caverns. And since dogs are not allowed inside the caverns, I wanted to find a campsite with full hookups to leave Princess in the nest with AC. We ended up not getting there till sunset, and we got to see this beautiful sunset, and our campsite was so top notch. Definitely how KOA is supposed to be. favorite museum of all time. So, knowing that I was gonna go to New Jersey to drop off the Airstream, I slept over at my friend Maritta's house and I left Princess at her house while I explored Philly and waited for Airstream to call me and tell me that my nest was ready. I was so excited to see the medicinal garden because the last time I came it was snowing outside so the garden wasn't open. So I was extremely pumped to see all of the plants. And I got to explore this time because it was nice weather out. Got to try some bao buns, went to the park, saw the love statue. It was underwhelming because it was under construction. And on my way back, it started raining, and I got a parking ticket. Driving through New York was as shady as I thought it would be. The cars were just going right in front of you, like no warning. It was pouring rain out. I could barely see most of the time. I had to go extra slow just to be safe. But I finally got back to my campground. As soon as I got back the next day, I had to go get my hair cut. I got a design of a butterfly from my girl Nikki at Axe to Grind. Then I went to go float at the dog beach with my friend Josh and with Princess. So relaxing, not to worry about alligators in the fucking lake. I couldn't wait to surprise Carrie and Melissa at my new job assignment. We all went to tech school together.